Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 10 individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals managing people. We offer 100 plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI, GSDC. Learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital is crafted with insights from 100 plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Faster promotions and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100 plus authorized training partners and 50 plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000 plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the AI implementation series. A very warm welcome to all of you. My name is Pratibha and I'll be your moderator today. So if at any point you have any question or if you want to know more regarding the GSDC AI initiative, please feel free to use the chat box. So just allow me a minute to share my screen. Meanwhile, please do let us know from where you guys are watching. So, on behalf of the Global Skill Development Council, I'm truly delighted to welcome you all into the GSTC Studio AI Implementation Series, a hands on webinar especially designed for managers and professionals like you, so that you can not just learn but you can also apply what you take away. And one of the things which make this webinar so interesting is the amazing expert of panel we have lined up for you. Some of them have already delivered a very incredible and insightful sessions and others are all set to bring in more powerful ideas. So do you want to know how you can grab the spot for upcoming sessions? Well, hang tight till today's end of the sessions and I'll be telling you the details then. So, for those who have joined with us for the very first time, let me give you a quick introduction who we are. Global Skill Development Council is a globally recognized certification body. We are accredited by ABICB. Till yet, we have a 250,000 professionals certified with us. We are associated with 100 plus training providers and 500 plus subject matter experts who contribute to our program. We are also associated with 1,000 plus multinational companies and 50 plus universities worldwide. We are very proud to be partnered with our media partner, WordPress Hub, to help us simplify our initiative and reach it to the wider global audience. So, before starting the session, I just wanted to make a quick announcement that we have just launched a very unique platform called GSDC AI Studio, Lifelong Learning Initiative, in which you will be getting the 100 plus live monthly sessions with global expert, including 4 daily sessions, 45-minute lead expert sessions for hands-on learning, sessions from global expert. You can learn directly from our AI leaders around the world. Real time practice, you can apply concept immediately and get your question answered. Certification ready, you'll be getting the training aligned with industry standard for job ready skills. So do you want to know how you can get the benefit of the GSTC AI Studio? Well, let me tell you. So there are three ways. First, you have a free 14-day access in which you will be getting the 80 plus live session per month and access to full GSDC Studio. Second, you have a GSDC lifelong membership. You will be upgrading to Pro in $109 and you will be getting the lifetime access, 80 plus live session per month, access to full GSDC Studio, free GSDC membership, access to physical event, LinkedIn profile improver. Last but not the least, we have GSTC certification plus lifetime membership. So now participant, this offer is for a very limited time of period. Make sure you're taking the advantage of it because it is starting from $100 and you will be getting the lifetime access of GSTC certification, all benefits of lifetime membership, personalized coaching, capstone projects plus AI tool and competency assessment tool. So currently we are covering 100% certification in our portfolio, which include the learning and development, HR, Gen AI, agentic AI, emerging technologies, ISO lead auditor and implementer, project management and PMO, Agile DevOps and SRE, cybersecurity, digital transformation, and many more. So once you get certified with GSDC, you just don't walk away with the certification. You also become a member of our community, which comes with GSDC membership benefits, including lifelong membership, certification upgrade, workshop, boot camps, learning club access, also the full benefit of GSDC AI Studio, and many more. So now it's time to welcome our today's speaker. Today we have Miles with us. So this, if you guys are following our session continuously, you would be aware that Miles have already conducted one session with us on this Monday, and it was very impactful and insightful sessions. So on the high demand, we have asked Miles to come once again on our platform, and we are very honored to have you, Miles, here once again for our session. So, just to give you a quick intro regarding the Miles, is a founder and CEO at Cognitive Synergy. He is also a top voice, featured speaker, and advisor in AI agent engineering with over 3 years of with over 30 years of experience. I'm really sorry. With over 3 years of hands-on experience building advanced AI agents, with more than $30,000 invested in developers AI models token and 600K plus automated queries executed to real world B2B agent systems. He brings deep technical insight into how agentic AI performs at scale. He is the founder at Project Olivia and the simplest no-code platform to build your own AI agent, and the founder of Cognitive Synergy, a strategic insight hub for AI agent builders. His expertise has led him to be consulted by a Fortune 500 brand on AI agent engineering to serve as a technical advisor to multiple successful AI startups. A second timer founder, he has completed Elite Accelerator program including Beta University, GSD Ventures and General Lithium HQ. His personal investment and opportunity cost dedicated to the founder journey has reached 3 million to till date, reflecting his deep commitment to advancing agentic AI. And before handing over the virtual mic, just a quick reminder. If you have any question during the session, if you want to connect with the mice, or if you want to know more regarding the GSDC, please feel free to use the chat box. And once again, don't be shy. Drop your reactions, emojis, and quick comment into the chat box. That's way we know you're with us, you're actively listening and absorbing from this insightful sessions. And we have an announcement to make at the end of today's session, which is a $400 worth gift certification voucher. So please hang till today's end of the session. So with that, it's time to welcome Miles once again our platform. Thank you so much, Miles, to accepting and once again coming on our platform. We are very honored to have you as our speaker. The stage is all yours.
Thank you, Pritka. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to now share my screen.
Yes.
My goal today, let me know if everything's checking out just right. Again, my name is Miles. Thank you for having me on today. My goal today is that you come away as a business leader understanding the landscape of AI, how it's currently impacting current businesses, what to look out for pilot programs and or deciding on internal AI development use, and then going forth in how to stay competitive in your market in an ever-changing AI landscape. Again, my name is Miles. I have been doing this for a long time and utilizing tools, AI tools, especially as it relates to the AI application layer, both internal and external to my own startup and business ventures. And I'm going to begin to dive into this today. And just as a preference, just to give us just a little taste of maybe what's coming just down the road, even years from now, is the landscape of business is changing very rapidly. As business leaders, we need to think very carefully about the day and age that we are in. Normally, in a business setting and competitive environment, we are able to strategically plan ahead, react, and compete in our own niche, in our own industry, very strategically in a time-sensitive manner. With the advent of AI and the technology foundation by which AI is changing, and the progress that's being made at the AI foundational level and compute level, all the rules of business are going out the door today. Everything about business and competitiveness is going out the window. And there are some known unknowns about how fast a particular niche and business landscape is changing. And there are some unknowns associated with how your specific industry and business is changing. But I will say the most important thing is to keep an eye on how the AI application layer also can be very correlated with the AI agent layer is changing and evolving as we speak. And I'm going to go into this further a little more, how to think about it and how to apply it to your own industry and your own business. but it is extremely important that every business leader is hyper aware of where technology is today, what the offerings are, and how to implement them strategically into your own business to stay competitive. And not doing so will ensure that your business gets behind by months, and several months can lead to devastating business consequences, loss in revenue, and loss of clients to competitors. So this is the importance of why I chose this topic today, identifying high value AI opportunities, but also being aware that there are a lot of pitfalls and a lot of lost leaders, lost investments in AI as we speak today. So navigating this is going to be strategically is going to be very important. So I'm going to go on to the next topic as we speak about it. The landscape right now, as we look out to AI pilots, most of them are failing. Meaning, when a research study was done, almost 95% of AI pilot programs fail to deliver measurable profit and loss impact. Okay. That is a very near term, very short term. It does not help determine how these AI systems are going to impact it in later, but you have to be aware most pilot programs are going to fail. 5% achieve rapid revenue acceleration. So we're seeing massive growth in the 5% of AI pilot programs. Now, you actually find that you have more success with purchase solutions over internal builds, where companies decide to actually engineer AI systems within their own program themselves, within their own internal company themselves. So be aware of that. So now, about 20% success rate for typical corporate startup. Now, this is going to vary extremely widely by industry to industry, and I kind of emphasize the fact that one of the most successful, AI agents today is in two categories. One is research, and one is in coding. And I will say Perplexity Deep Research can help a lot. When prompted correctly and given enough information, you can actually research your particular field, what pilot programs are succeeding, what startups are servicing your industry to help accelerate you, and create a strategy this way. So just an idea on this topic. Do your research in your specific niche in your specific industry. Going on to the next slide, what we see generally speaking is pilots get disconnected from operational workflows. So be aware of kind of startups that they're not actually in the weeds, they're not actually operational. What is ultimately going to determine whether a pilot succeeds or not succeeds is whether how hands-on they are with your company, with your business, with your industry. Um, and a custom solution is needed and required initially. They need the actual talent and expertise in your industry and in your niche, or they need to have a clear, open dialogue to be able to do so. I am currently going into a pilot program to service a law firm fairly soon. And what I realize is it takes a lot of information in order for this AI agent to work properly and act on their systems with clear feedback back and forth with the client. It's super important. Um, and getting online ahead of time and having these expectations set as deliverables ahead of time is going to be key to knowing how successful your pilot program that you initiate is going to be. Um, and it's kind of a catch-22. You both absolutely need to implement AI in your startup, in your company, in your industry, to be a leader, to stay ahead, to not go under. At the same time, you also have to be aware and navigate the landscape, as mentioned before. Um, and so let me go on a little understanding, but uh, giving a value framework, a little more quantitative understanding about how valuable a pilot will be, or a particular task and a particular workflow is going to be the following general equation, which is the estimated average task value multiplied by the amount of volume multiplied by the success rate in a percentage. And so, for example, if there's an investor Q&A, and this value per task is worth $250, multiply that by the value per task, which is $10 per outreach, multiplied by the success rate, maybe 80% or 90%. I will say pilot programs, when you go to evaluate pilot programs, you will need to determine its success rate. When you have failing success rates of below 60% or 50% or 40%, the trust your employees have in the EI system decreases immensely. The value drops precipitously. So it's not a perfect geometric equation. You do have to realistically evaluate. What you are looking for pilot programs and startups doing this is actual real world experience in creating AI systems that ideally are at or better than the average intern or employee. The average intern or employee generally has a certain degree of failure as well. Um, the employee and intern has a percentage of failure accidents, misunderstandings, but the reality is the intern or employee knows when to reach out to the manager for more information. These are these, as we come into the coming years, are the kind of AI agents and behaviors that you want to see that your pilot program individuals are going to um, the AI agents behaviors are going to enter into. They're going to be able to know when to reach out to the manager or admin or CEO or founder or subject matter expert, whomever you assign for that particular task. They're going to be able to retrieve that information and then go forward and then learn that information going forward. These are the kind of AI agents you want to hear the pilots start to describe. They do not exist yet. So in late 2025, I will say, these pilot programs, you will never hear a pilot program yet describe, hey, my AI agent will reach out to your team or your specified team when it needs the information and needs to go forward. But imagine when the day comes that startups, early stage startups, middle stage startups, um, technology companies start to develop AI agents that know when to reach out to to your staff, to keep human in the loop, grounded. That is going to be the day that AI agents really become valuable to your business. So look out for this in the coming future. This is something I'm teaching on. This is something I am actively helping many startups to develop. internally, these kind of behaviors. So this is coming. But when you hear this, you will know. Maybe I'm getting ahead of the slide deck here. I'm not sure. I kind of gave a little example. Um, but you can calculate a general sense and give kind of error bars on an annual value associated with this. And if you can take the annual value and error bars and generally, double the value or decrease the value in the contract you pay to a service provider in by 100%. In other words, have a savings of at least half or 50% savings associated with AI automation, then it's worth it. Ideally, we might be coming close to an era where the AI automation associated with this can be mo uh, uh, cause efficiency such that the value of employees of your tasks, the productivity can be increased by an order of magnitude, meaning 10x or something in that ballpark. These are the kind of automation systems you want to be looking for. You can take more risk on some of the other things if you see a clear pathway to a order of magnitude efficiency and an order of magnitude 10x the productivity within your company associated with a tool, and be willing to risk more in order to do this, in order to see this accomplished. AI agents are different because the AI agent platforms actually work autonomously with human oversight. They compare to other AI, so chatbot assistants, copilot supports, agents execute. So what's the difference between AI agents and the normal chatbots that we're used to? In the coming future, what you want to look out for strategically are AI agents that are summoned. They're triggered by email, text message, on APIs, movement within your organization, movement within your systems, information that moves between your users, between your customers and you. They take all the information associated with that. They securely and privately process that information in a secure manner with all the world-class security protocols. Take that information and process it and go into a retrieval system that then pulls information from your system. So why are coding systems and research systems having success right now? Is because they have a lot of context. So AI research tools are grounded by they're grounded by the web. They're cross-check many different sources on the internet. And coding tools get access to your whole code base and check your comments and sections and notes you've made in the past. And then execute on that. So they're well grounded. Again, information retrieval. AI agents in every business setting. So those that are in the business world will be well grounded. They will have plenty of information. Okay. And I'm going a bit off the slideshow, but AI agents, to think about this clearly, you will know that AI agents are working well when you start hearing pilot programs of individuals and startups talk about information retrieval in four categories, okay? So number one is your business's customers' information. Again, grounded to all of the details and information associated with your customers. Has to be encrypted, has to be safe and secured as your asset. Only your AI agent that they create for you can access privately and securely. The number two layer of information in AI agents is your specific customers, or your specific, sorry, companies or firms information. Again, also locked, secured, encrypted, and private, and an asset only to you and your company, and no other AI agents um, uh, can access your information and utilize it as a source of value going forward. Number three, layer of information is actually your industry specific insights. So the number three layer of information that's extremely valuable is the insights your firm has, the head knowledge, the how to navigate, the relationships, the connections you have, the contact information you have in the industry in order to successfully, to be extremely successful, your company has in its niche and or its industry. This also is something you want to have specific to you. Only you can benefit from this. Or maybe a service provider is able to have this information. Information is key in the world of AI and AI agents. So make sure you negotiate with your service provider. What information is specifically our asset secured? How secure is it? How private is it? Um, what encryption technology do you use? You need clear answers when you move forward with contracts. And then number four is information and strategies, behaviors associated with the actual service provider itself. This we don't have to worry about. This is not something you have to own. But this is real, true experience that the actual startup um, or service provider actually has in the industry. So make sure they are experienced, make sure they have this information at hand. This will be key to their success. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna try to go back to the slideshow here, um, and not trail too much. But building reliable agents at scale requires expertise. So they need to have experience in behavioral engineer, context engineering, and reliability engineering. Just to give you a little context, these are a little, we're getting a little more technical side. But feel free to do research on this. Feel free to ask questions associated with this. I wanted to kind of put this in your scope. Strategic evaluation. Now, the key thing is to be very clear in your pilot program. What is expected? What's the give and take here? Define business alignment and strategic objectives. Quantify task value. Make it quantifiable. What's the value? What's the realistic expectation of success? What's the probability of success? Assess the data availability. Talked about that earlier. The quality of the data. Integration requirements. What does it take to integrate with your current systems? Um, if a startup comes to you and they don't ask you what's your current technology stack, they will not be able to integrate with your systems, or they can't guarantee they know how to integrate with your systems. But the reality check is there are some legacy systems, older systems, even new systems that do not they do not communicate well with many other systems on purpose. They're closed down, they're secure, they're private, but they don't even have APIs because maybe the service provider doesn't want to. They just decided that's the best strategic advantage for their own business. Um, make sure this is clear. Make sure every system. Now, AI agents are actually supposed to go and use tools to change the environment. Environment being your current systems. They should be able to click, drag, drop, fill out forms, fill out captchas for you on the internet browser for you. They should be able to stay signed into your accounts in a safe and secure way. Ideally, they're on the cloud and through the browser, which makes integration a lot easier. But if they're all web applications or they're all stationary on secure computer systems behind firewalls, that's good. Um, but there's kind of a next level of integration that they really need to prove and demonstrate to integrate with your current system. These are all the conversations you should be having as you evaluate pilot programs. Evaluating organizational readiness for adoption and change. How is their system going to stay competitive when a new competitor comes out? And then how do you prioritize for quick wins while planning for long-term roadmaps? Super important. Long-term roadmaps is maybe a fully dynamic system that once it learns about your organization, your client needs, your industry needs, those three layers of information, they know it going forward and they utilize it in the context that it pulls in an environment and then executes on that information automatically. The short-term win is having kind of very simple, discrete workflows, like a lawyer research tool, for example, we're building, and or a lawyer, a law document creator. These are all quick wins, valuable, but are not kind of the long-term roadmap of a system that realistically your company is going to continue your enterprise and your corporation is going to continue to evolve and change over time. New employees, new stakeholders, new board members, new customers, new clients. Your company is constantly changing, and your AI agent needs to be able to dynamically learn and change and adapt according to those needs and strategically plan on each run is what I call runs. Strategically what to do in each situation based on the request and based on the trigger you set. Um, these are the kind of things to think about when evaluating these. This is very quick. You have high risks, medium risk, low risk. It's okay to have high risk. There can be a lot of conversation. I would say it might be worth it in the business realm to take high risks associated with AI adoption. AI by nature is high risk, but it's, I would say, risk adjusted high reward as well. So, what is the largest reward risk adjusted? This is all high risk. This is all high reward. But these are the kind of things to think about. And there is going to come a day, very specific to your industry and needs, where your company is going to thrive and survive because it rides the AI wave. This is the reality of things. This is inevitable. This will happen in every industry. Some industries way faster than others. Some niches way faster than others. And keep this in mind. It's better to take the risk now early, but some pilot programs will be made for you to learn, to be a learning lesson for your niche. Some pilot programs for your niche and industry don't exist yet, so be aware. timing is really important. But it's better to be in the market better than time the market. Learn in the market. Take risks. Push things forward strategically in a smart manner. Go to the next one. Questions. Yeah, here's some good questions to ask. The reality is in the AI agent space, these are very early startups servicing these kind of things. This is a whole new ballpark, very new. We're barely in inning one as far as it relates to the AI application layer, AI B2B SaaS layer, AI agent layer. So be aware. Um, we're just now starting to enter into this. Keep going. It is an extremely important, clear scope. How individuals are going to ask in cross-functional teams and tight integrations, how these integrations with your systems are going to work. Moving forward, set clear budgets and timelines, of course, metrics. The reality is, especially with larger enterprises, it's going to be more important over time to set real metrics, real KPIs, and they should have evals, short for evaluations, about how successful their AI agent, AI application layer is. So be very clear about this governance, who's talking to who, what the check-ins are, etc. Yeah, these are all the things to realize. It is truly adapt or die. This thing is not going to happen tomorrow. It is going to play out over many years. So don't panic. Don't feel rushed. Don't feel like it is the end of your company if you don't adopt the first AI opportunity or AI pilot program that comes across your desk. But don't pass on the best pilot programs either. Use the most strategic methods, kind of outlined here, to think about as a framework for how you can be continued to be a market leader. Utilize the technology you could even hire, and utilize your employees um, to be able to multiply their capabilities far into the future instead of laying them off, or instead of degrading the quality of their life. Give them promotions, and pay them more. These are all possible now within the world of AI. If you position your company for a long-term growth. So yeah, those are kind of the things I've been thinking about. These are the kind of things I've been talking with clients about and how to think about this. Make sure to stay connected with me. I'm going to bring it back to Brickba. And she is going to finish up um, some items here, but make sure to follow me on LinkedIn. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And yeah, just stay up to date as I put out more information and key insights on this major transition the human race has ever seen, the largest transfer business opportunity the human race has ever seen. So yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much, Miles, for the amazing and insightful sessions. I'm sure our participants have learned a lot. So, participant, the floor is officially open for question and answer. If you have any question, please feel free to use the chat box. Miles, we do have a few questions from the participant from YouTube and LinkedIn. So, the first question we have, according to you, what do you think? How can organizations differentiate between a genuine high value AI opportunity and a trend that might fade quickly?
I can you say that question again?
So, according to you, how can any organizations differentiate between a genuine high value AI opportunity and a trend that might fade quickly away?
Okay. How to differentiate between a fad, like a trend,
Yes.
um, and a high value opportunity. It's a lot of the things I've been discussing already. Um, just because it's AI does not mean it's just a fad or a trend that will fade. But it really, kind of the math mind cap coming on here. It really truly is comes down to the equation I brought back earlier. Is from first principles. Really think about the expected value is equal to the task value multiplied by the task volume in that given period, multiplied by its success rate. And the success rate needs to be high for value and trust. And if you're confident that you can have a high expected value, especially of that exceeding 2x, and especially an order of magnitude or 10x, sometimes 100x, what your current productivity, then it's probably well worth giving it a try, and going for the pilot program and many of the other things
So,
we discussed. Yeah.
thank you so much for the amazing and insightful answer. So, how can non technical leaders participate effectively in identifying AI opportunities?
Good. Just think about first principles. Um, uh, from first principles, non-technical founders and CEOs and executives kind of understand the technology, the customer relations databases, the Salesforce databases, the technology that's currently used in their current technology stack. Um, be careful not to compare it to that, but an incoming age by which how work is actually being automated, specific tasks, and then ultimately all kind of cognitive tasks and entering that. It's going to be different for every founder and CEO, but just kind of think about it from first principles. Is this automating tasks or is it not automating tasks? Do not trust your employees for feedback on this. They're already, I guarantee you, they're already starting to use these, even the simplest AI systems in order to be extremely more productive, get a lot more done while reporting the same amount of work. So simple surveys no longer work. Um, from a very strategic standpoint, get in, really utilize these tools. Most of them are used for non-technical. All the jargon, all the stuff, all the technicalities can be handled by AI researchers and the actual builders of these platforms. But you're just getting clear definition, clear contracts, clear experience, and referrals, is what's going to matter the most.
So, thank you so much for this detailed and thoughtful answer, Miles. And the next question we have, what role does data quality play in choosing high value AI use cases?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
What role does data quality play in choosing how value AI use cases?
Oh, it's immensely important. The AI agent simply is not going to work without information. All information, not just some of it. Um, as kind of mentioned earlier, the most valuable AI agents are either going to have the information built in, ahead of time, and the AI agent's going to be ready out of the box, or it's going to be it's likely going to be a combination between that and AI agents that don't exist yet, which are AI agents that are really, really good at asking the correct admin or manager of that's assigned to the agent to learn from the manager. Um, so it's twofold, absolutely essential. Non sequitur like absolutely will fail without the proper grounding and the proper context of the situation of all four of the information layers that I mentioned earlier. Yeah.
Thank you so much for this amazing answer, Mile. So, next question we have for companies who are just starting their AI journey, what is the best type of project to begin with?
Just beginning. Oh gosh, that's because it's gonna vary massively between industry to industry, niche to niche, your actual firm or company is in. Um, This is a tough one, because you know your niche, you know your company more. But again, it has to do with think of the highest value task. Okay, I'll give an example of a customer of a client I'm talking to right now, law firm, 3 offices, does deep research on a regular basis and creates documents all day long. Okay, um, a lot. He does that a lot, you know? So he spends hours and hours a day doing research and he's like, "Oh my gosh, there's a new law, an immigration law or something like that comes up." Okay? So that task value is very high and that task value is very frequent. Boom, 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 boom. There's new regulation. There's a new tweet that comes out by a very, very powerful individual, at the federal level, and things change in immigration law quickly. So again, it comes back down to first principles, task value. Think of the highest value task. Try to pair that with the highest volume task when you pair those two. And then you talk to the pilot program and you're like, how successful, will automating this workflow be, you know? And if you can have the highest percentage, the highest number is your expected value, that's where you start first. That's where you can have more wiggle room. That's where there's kind of more grace. Maybe it kind of misses an expected target or something unexpected happens during the building of the workflow. That's okay. But you started somewhere that probably has the most value. Again, maybe a 2x is your productivity in that specific task, or ideally it 10x's or order of magnitude increases your productivity in that task. That's a great place to start. And that's very, very, very company specific, industry specific.
Thank you so much for this insightful answer, Miles. So, the next question we have, like, how can organizations stay agile and continuously identify new AI opportunities as technology evolves?
Oh gosh. Um, you have to get a working AI system in your hands and then just kind of continue to test the edge cases. The best AI systems that are incoming will handle all the long tail of edge cases that come up. And there are many. There are, in fact, quite literally infinite number of edge cases by definition. Um, and so how well an AI system of any kind, AI agents, regardless, handles these edge cases is going to determine its success. And ideally, it knows when to reach out to the human uh, to gather more information, to the correct human, for that matter, and how reliable it is. And so, I'll give you an example in the coding realm. How do I test the forefront of the best capabilities of the coding AI agent in Cursor? I give it larger and larger more and more difficult tasks to do for each inquiry. So just keep expanding your scope, keep testing it, keep testing the edges, keep giving it more and more ridiculous situations in a playground environment where it's not, impacting your business, and see what it does. Yeah. And that's
Thank you
how you
so
know.
much.
Testing it.
Sorry, good.
Evaluations. So evals, having formal evals, actual percentages of success rates across the board is going to be important, as mentioned earlier.
Thank you so much for this amazing and insightful answer, Miles. So moving ahead, I really apologize to all of the participants. We'll not be able to take more questions as we are running out of the time. Uh,
Uh,
just allow me a minute, please. I'm sorry. I really apologize to our participant and Miles. I'm actually a little bit not well, so my throat is acting up now. So, moving on to the next part, I'm sharing the Miles LinkedIn ID into the chats for your convenience, guys, so that you don't miss out. Do connect with him on LinkedIn, and for any kind of consultation you need or guidance you need, I'm sure I'm sure he would be happy to help you out, right, Miles?
yeah, please reach out, guys. Make sure to connect with me on LinkedIn. I think she'll share the link here shortly. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I'm here to help make sure AI goes around the world.
Thank you so much, Miles, for the kind words. So, moving ahead to the next part, just allow me a minute to share my screen. The moments you have been all waiting for, the today's AI tool challenge. So today's AI tool challenge is to use Gen AI to analyze a business process or workflow and identify where AI can deliver the most value, whether by saving time, reduce errors, increasing revenue, or improving customer experience. I'm sharing this AI tool challenge into the chat box so that you don't miss out. So while completing this challenge, when you're posting it on LinkedIn, please make sure you guys are tagging the GSDC as well, because by tagging the GSDC, you guys will give us a chance to follow your journey and cheer for you for every step of the way. And also, winners will get a $400 worth gift certification voucher for this challenge. So make sure you're taking the advantage of this offer and taking the part of it. So we are so happy to see this many participants are actively taking the part in the challenge, and by posting on LinkedIn and tagging the GSDC, they are giving us a chance to follow their journey and cheers from them for every step of the way. So please make sure you're tagging the GSDC as well, so that we don't miss out, and we can track your progress and we can follow your journey completely. And if you guys are ready for the certification now, so we have the certifications available in Gen AI, Agentic AI, Gen AI Professional, AI Tool Experts, AI Foundation, Agentic AI Foundation, and Certified Agentic AI Professionals. So if you guys are ready to getting the certification in this field, we the certifications are available now on the website, and also we are giving a complimentary coupon code to all of our participants, which will give you a 20% off for using this tool, for opting this certification. So go onto the website, check the certification which you wanted to GenAI, and opt for it. Use the coupon code, get 20% off, and get certified. And before wrapping up, I just wanted to make a few announcements. So, one of them is the utility tool. So, in today's AI era, everyone takes the help of utility tools. HRs and recruiters are also one of the people who are taking the help of AI to making their professional journey even more easier, because they do get a lot of resumes on daily basis, and now they are using the AI screening ATS to scan the resume for sending out into the next round of interview. But let's face the fact that is also one of the biggest reason that today's AI era ever. I'm really sorry. So in today's AI era, even after having the experience and skills, most of the candidates' resumes are getting rejected because their resumes are not as per the AI screening ATS system. So what you can do, you can take the help of utility tool. You can log in into utility tool by your LinkedIn ID and password. It will give you a recommendation according to the job designation you are targeting and the industry you are targeting. Just allow me a minute. I really apologize, participant. So I'll just wrap up quickly. So you can take the help of utility tool and you can log in into utility tool by using your LinkedIn ID and password, and it will give you a recommendation for the job designation you're targeting and the industry you are targeting. So we are giving a complimentary coupon code to all of our participants, which will give you 100% off. So when everyone is taking the help of AI, why or not? Take the help of utility tool, use the coupon code link which I've shared into the chat box so that you don't miss out. Get the 100% off and make your job hunting journey even more easier. And from upcoming week, we have made few changes into our webinars, timings and webinar days and everything. So now we are going to have webinar only for Monday to Wednesday, not the complete week for Monday to Friday. So for ISO only for 8 to 12 December, we are going to have the from Monday to Thursday, in which we are going to cover the topic of AI ethics and compliance aligning with ISO 4201 and global regulations. AI governance across borders, ISO 4201 and international regulatory trends, securing AI governance, the role of identify and access management in ISO 4201 compliance, and integrating ISO 2701 into the AI system lifecycle. And it will be conducted from 8 to 11th December at 10:30 p.m. Singapore timing, 8 p.m. Indian timing, and 8:30 a.m. Central timing, and 9:30 a.m. Eastern timing. So I'm hoping to see you all in upcoming weeks as well. And apart from that, the learning and development and the AI implementation series only going to be from Monday to Wednesday. And in the upcoming week, we are going to cover the topic emotional intelligence for new trainer, the soft skill rising in 2026. L&D Operations 101, building smooth training workflows to make you the future ready, and training strategies for a multi-generational workforce. And this is going to be at 8 to the 10th of December, and the timing will be 9:30 a.m. Central, 11:30 p.m. Singapore, 9 p.m. Indian, and 10:30 a.m. Eastern. And the last but not the least, the AI implementation series. As I told you, participant, that this is also going to be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, only in upcoming weeks from 8 to 10 December. And the topic we are going to cover, that will be responsible AI governance, balancing innovation and regulations in global finance, explainable and ethical AI, building trust in financial decision system, AI as your co-pilot, a leader's master, and efficiency. And this is going to be at 9:30 p.m. Singapore timing, 7 p.m. Indian timing, and 7:30 a.m. Central timing, 8:30 a.m. in Eastern timing. So I am hoping to see you all in our upcoming sessions. And these are the platforms where you guys can connect with us on our LinkedIn website, on our WhatsApp, on our website. And also, we would love to hear your feedback. We would love to know what are your session key takeaways, what are your learning outcome. Do you want to see any other topic covers, or how do you feel about the speakers who take the valuable time from their busy schedule and come on our platform to make your learning journey even more engaging and dynamic? We would love to know everything, because your feedbacks and suggestions will help us improve our process so to make your learning journey even more engaging, dynamic, and fun. So I'm sharing all of the platforms link into the chat box so that you don't miss out. Please stay connected with us on the all of the platforms so that you can stay updated regarding upcoming events and trends. And also I'm sharing the reviews.io link for our where you can drop your feedbacks and suggestions. With that, it's time to come to celebrate our referral championship. So today we have Leela Venkat, Saroj, and Dauda. Special thanks to all three of you for helping us simplify our initiative and reach it to the wider global audience. Keep the momentum going. So you can be also part of the our referral championship. So what you can do, if any of your peers, colleagues, and professionals wants to join for the webinar or any other webinar, you can refer the registration link via our website, and every referral will earn you a point. So once you hit a 50 referral point, you will be able to get a free gift certification voucher. And before ending the event, we have a question from Aminat. What about the speaker info? So, Aminat, if you're asking the info regarding Miles, I have shared his LinkedIn ID into the chat box. He has also shared it once. I'm sharing it once again so that you don't miss out. If you're asking the info regarding our upcoming session, so we have few speakers confirmed and few are remaining, but we will have a complete information by tomorrow because we are going to do few changes also into our webinar. The topics and the timing and the format will be the same, but we are trying to make the upcoming webinars which will make our participant a future ready, which will enhance their skills to going into the 2026 with a full impact in their professional journey. So we have some discussion going on. So for the speaker information, you guys will get to know by tomorrow, end of the day. Please do connect on our LinkedIn and our website and our WhatsApp group so that you can stay updated on it. Today's speaker regarding Miles, I have shared his LinkedIn ID. Learning and Development webinar is going to be there, and I thank you so much for reminding it. I really apologize that I forgot to add the today's speaker detail. Today we have Learning and Development Irina, who is going to have the session in one more insightful and amazing session. And I have shared Miles' LinkedIn ID once again, Aminat, about I'll be sharing into a reply with you. I hope you got the Miles LinkedIn ID now. Please drop a text if you have received it. I have just replied to you over your email. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me share my email ID. Drop me an email over there. I'll be sharing you the details over there. Just please allow me a minute to send my email ID. Just allow me a minute. Okay, thank you so much. You have seen it. That's great. Okay, so do connect with him on LinkedIn if you have any query. I'm sure he would be here to help you out. So with that, it's time to come to an event to end, and I'm hoping to see you all into our next webinar of learning and development also for today and in our upcoming session of the week. And thank you so much, Miles, once again for joining us with our coming on our platform. We are very honored to have you as our speaker. Looking forward to having you in the future session as well. Thank you so much to all of the participants for joining into our learning journey. And I'm looking forward to having you all into the upcoming week and today's learning and development webinar also. Till then, keep learning, keep energizing. Have a good day, good night, good evening, wherever you are.